What's going on, guys? Pajamas here, and welcome back to another episode of Blightfall. In the last episode, we made one of these gold-banded Greatwood wands and put a purity focus on it, which lets me clean up the taint in like a 3x3 block range, which has actually been pretty useful for cleaning up some taint. And so while I was off camera, I decided to do some expansion. The swamp delta has been totally expanded. There's like, I don't know, 25% increase in the amount of space here. I just kind of followed the grass all the way around the edge of the delta. So we have this huge open area here. And I did a little bit more work cleaning up the bigger island. So this has been pretty good. As you can see, we've gotten maybe about a third to a quarter of it. I'm not really too sure about how much I've done, but we can look on the map. It's a good chunk for, you know, maybe an hour of just running back and forth, moving the ethereal blooms around, all that kind of stuff. And I made this nice little bridge just to, you know, close the gap between these two so I don't have to keep swimming over. Funnily enough, I totally forgot this version of Minecraft doesn't have spruce fences, so just making use with these trapdoors here, and, you know, you can't really jump over them or anything. I mean, you can jump, but you can't walk over them, so that's pretty nice. The main thing that I wanted to do this episode was I wanted to start building the actual base, and I want to set up some farms. I decided that I was going to make a chisel, and this was just a stick and some iron, and I came up with a decent color palette for what I want to do. And for right now, it's just the cobblestone with the chisel skins on it. This nice one that I can use for like pillars that connects, which is really cool, and then this for more of like the main walls. It's a little bit darker, it's got more texture to it. These cool steel frame glass chisel blocks, which are just regular glass, but they're chiseled, which is pretty cool. Just some regular spruce planks, and somewhere around there, I'm going to figure out a way to incorporate in the spruce wood scaffold. And this should be pretty good because spruce trees are pretty easy to cut down. You know, you get a ton of wood from doing them. Wood won't be an issue. I could always set up a cobblestone generator. I know there is a way in this pack to set up an actual cobblestone generator that does it automatically. So that might be something that I'll look into this episode as well. I've been breeding up the sheep just a little bit. Still no second chicken over here, but I've been doing a little bit of work to make sure that the cooking with blockhead stuff has enough food in it. So there's actually a ton of stuff in here that I can make and I can drink and I can eat. We're actually doing pretty good on food right now. And if my microphone sounds a little bit weird, I am messing with some sound settings, so this intro might sound a little bit different from the rest of the video. It's just whether or not I like how this sounds versus how I have another preset. So funnily enough, I made the cobblestone generator, and it is pretty much exactly the same way that I remember it as a kid. Use the transfer node with this world interaction upgrade, and you put the cobblestone down with the lava and the water on either side, and you pipe the cobblestone into chests. Like, look at this. That's crazy. All those chests are getting filled up. And this was actually pretty easy to make. The world interaction upgrade was just some lapis iron and an iron pickaxe. So if you want to do this kind of thing, you have to go to, I believe it's the supplier, and you have to request an antique tool, which is only 3 rep, but you get to pick an iron pickaxe, and that way you can make that. Still cleaning this area up a little bit. I think about now I can move all of this stuff over a little bit, and I think there's a tainted node down there, which is going to be a little bit of an issue. I don't think I have enough V in my wand yet. I think I need like a silverwood wand before I can actually like fix like tainted nodes. So either, I mean, if this turns into like taint, then I'll have to get rid of it, but for right now, leaving a bloom here, it should be okay. I don't think it'll do anything too bad, but for now we're just going to move all of this over, pull up our lighting grid, and then we're just going to move all of this stuff over. And we get these torches down, that way that nothing spawns over here. And then we let that grow for a bit. So I think what I might do is I could build the base right over here, or I could put it over here. I think maybe just building it like right here could be good. Then I have some grass on the sides I can always like decorate or something. I think for a main layout, what I want to do is I want to have like these sections with yeah, so I think just building out something like this could look pretty cool with the bigger pillars over there. This could be like a doorway, or I could build it into windows, and then this just kind of like boxy wooden part on the outside just for a little bit of like accent color. And I think I could make this just like a window. I think I'm going to go ahead and move all of these bushes and the farms, or at least I'm going to just line this up a bit. I could probably have this corner like open as like the entrance. That way it's like, that way you can get in from here. That could be cool. That's a bit better. Actually, I think I could probably just have a front door here, and I could have this area, the tree. Yeah, because I don't know, because then that makes it weird and offset, I think, the entrances. I think for the floor, I might just do the spruce wood. I mean, it's pretty easy to get. I mean, I don't really want to, you know, unless I do something like this. Does this connect? No, it doesn't. So I think I'm just going to raise some of this up, and I'll be right back when I've gotten it raised up a bit more. So I just raised up the walls up to about, I think it was 5 or 6 blocks, but I'm carving out the floor right now because I think I'm just going to use spruce for the floor. And I've got some more trees growing out there, so I can cut those down. But I think this would be pretty cool because then I will have an actual base to be in, and I can set up my smeltery over here, get an organized, like, decent chest system going. Plus, I do like building, and even though I'm not like the best builder or anything in the world, like, I think it's just kind of nice to have somewhere to actually call home that isn't just the biodome. Got a little bit of glass cooking up so that way I can get the windows in place. And whether or not I make this taller or add another floor to it, I'm not really sure. Because I think what could be cool is this main floor I can section off into different areas. So I could have like my crafting area in one spot. I could have the smeltery just kind of like in one corner, and like a kitchen block area for all of my cooking with blockhead stuff. And then I could make like a second floor with like an elevator. I could have that be like the dedicated Thalmcraft floor. While you're cutting down this tree, there was one thing I kind of wanted to talk about. So I've been kind of wondering, like, apart from the stuff that I have, ooh, nice. Apart from the videos that I have planned, such as the Dread video with my friend, and the Skull Cord video, I'm just curious what kind of videos you guys would be interested in, because, you know, I could always make some kind of video and it's going to appeal to new viewers who have no idea about Blightfall or anything, but specifically for, you know, my Blightfall fans, my you know, the people who have been sticking through and watching the series all the way through, I'm just kind of curious what kind of like playthroughs you guys would like to see, more so for individual videos, because this is going to be my main Let's Play series, probably for the foreseeable future, and I don't really want to start something like Crash Landing or another like big mod pack right away. But as for like one-off videos, like I'm just kind of curious what you guys would like to see. If it's you know, the Skulk Invasion mod, the Skulk Horde or whatever, it's kind of like Blightfall-esque with the you know, the invasion blocks and stuff like that. Or, you know, if you guys want to see some kind of like just vanilla stuff, I mean, just let me know. I'm you know, I always read through the comments and I try my best to respond to everyone, but I'm just a little bit curious about what you guys are interested in. Now I'm gonna throw down the rest of this glass, and I don't think I'll bother putting a roof on yet, but that'll pretty much be it for the first floor of this base. I think maybe one thing that I will do is create like an outer walkway kind of thing, just so that this isn't just like such a drastic like, ooh, you're right on the edge of this island over here. I might, you know, just build like a little bit thing out here, make it look a little bit nicer. Same thing over here. I was thinking, just because of how big this is, I tend to do this. I tend to build really big bases, you know, just on accident. I could have like a center bit here since it's odd blocks, and I could build like a tree, or I could put one of the silverwood trees in there. I think that could be pretty cool. I mean, that's pretty much it for the base so far. I mean, eventually, you know, like I said, to start working on other floors and stuff like that. But I think right now I'm just gonna start moving all of this stuff over, starting with the chests. I think I've moved pretty much everything out of the biodome. I even moved the contest winners signs over to the swamp delta. We just have them right there, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I've moved over the Thaumcraft stuff. I moved over the fridges. I have this area just in case I want to build more chests. The smeltery's over here, the bed, and that's it. I mean, that's literally everything. I just have to build a farm now. I think I'm gonna run back over to the main island, the bigger of the swamp islands, and I'm gonna go check up on it, maybe move some of the ethereal blooms around. So I've got my ethereal blooms. Let's just go run over there and double check what's going on, because hopefully if I can get enough of this area flattened and cleaned, I can start putting the farms over here. Everything seems to be going pretty well over here. I'm actually pretty happy with how this is turning out so far. I think this is the most like enjoyable part of the mod pack, and I think like I wish this was something that was present in more newer versions of Minecraft. Like I really like the way that like how small you feel in this world and how far you have to go to make room for yourself, you know? Because yeah, you could always build out on the water. That's something that I know people do, but I think this is just like it's so it's very rewarding to be able to come out here and clean up all of this land and then be able to use it for something, you know? Like, it's just awesome. Very soon, all this is going to be farmland, and we're going to have so much more space, and it's going to be crazy. And I know I've already got this huge... the start of the huge base over here, but having the farm going is going to be crazy. And I'm not sure if I'm going to do the farm. I could do the farm either this episode or next episode. I know for you guys it's not going to feel like a long time, but for me this has already been like 2.5 hours of recording. I definitely need to get my food situation sorted out because I'm really starting to lose saturation on a lot of my foods. I think maybe I'll claim another one of these seed saplings. Get olive. Ooh. That could be cool too. I need to make like an orchard or something. I think I'm probably going to move these guys. I don't want them so close to the base. They're pretty obnoxious. I think at least if I can get them to a point where they all have huge pens, I think that'll be cool. As for stuff that I can do now, I'm trying to think. One of the things that I could definitely do is I could start getting into some of this, these like leadstone cells, and I could start making machinery for like automatic farms and stuff like that. I probably have to look up some videos on how to do that stuff, but another thing that I could do is finish exploration, and maybe I could do that next episode too. You know, either go to the volcano and the glacier and then save Erie Island and the Mushroom Island or something for another episode, just so that I'm not doing all the exploration at once. And then there's also this too. I have all of this that I need to do, and whatever this quest chain is, it looks like Botania or something, but that's definitely something that I can get into. A really big thing is, I think, just getting through the basics of Thaumcraft. Eventually getting some of these new wand foci. Definitely I need to get into alchemy. I need to just progress this mod quite a bit so that I can start doing some cool stuff. I gotta figure out how to get the actual like infusion table. That way I can start making some of the really cool items and the more complex stuff. And that would be pretty good. So I think I could probably build the farm right now. I just need to flatten some of that area out and then plant all those seeds. So let me grab that mattock over here. Boom. And grab some of these buckets. And I'll all the seeds. I have like total scatterbrain whenever I'm playing this pack. It's really bad. I think part of it is just trying to keep talking and, you know, being entertaining, at least playing the pack and constantly doing something. Like I never really get that time to like cool down and just play, I guess. Like if you're playing with like friends or in a single player, but I don't know, sometimes like it is kind of enjoyable to just kind of talk to yourself and know that there's a bunch of people that are going to be listening, and then you can go back and forth in the comments and talk to people. Then it makes you feel less alone, you know? Like, I'm playing by myself. At the end of the day, this is going to be a video that's going out to hundreds, if not thousands of people, and I've always kind of liked that. It's always pretty cool. There's always a little community there that are watching my videos, and it's really good motivation to keep playing. So I don't think this farm's going to be super organized right now. I think, yeah, I might just get rows of the crops going. It's probably going to take up a lot of space, but I just want it so that I can fill up each row of the new seeds that I get. That way that I have access to a lot of stuff, but I don't necessarily need like entire rows of like wheat. If food ever becomes too big of an issue, then I'm definitely going to have to lean into the automation for sure. Should be enough space for right now. I'm gonna go grab some of that cobblestone so that I can line it up and just make it look a little bit nicer. Oh, that's interesting. I haven't seen any of these guys yet. Yep. Bro does not want to smoke. Come here. That was kind of clean. Wow, this thing broke so quick. I totally forgot what I even have on this. So that's what I get for building a tool out of butter. Should be good for right now, just to get the farm going. Looking good, looking good. That's what I like to see. And yeah, this could be more efficient. I could build like an actual huge farm, but I don't really have the resources for that. And also just with the amount of seeds that there are, I think this just kind of looks nice, and it's a nice way to keep track of like, okay, I have this much wheat, this much barley, asparagus, broccoli, this amalgamation right now, and then I can always grab more stuff from the seed bags. The hope is like tomatoes and like onions or something. There's so many recipes that I saw in this thing that I just can't do right now, and you know, at that point it's whatever. The one thing I could definitely plant real quick is that sugarcane. Totally forgot that I have sugarcane. A lot of sugarcane actually. And I can just place it over here so that I always have sugarcane. Nice. Some more of those nutrient bars. Grab a seed sapling and a tree sapling. And of course, jungle. Every time. And turnip. Okay. I don't actually think I had turnips before. This is also looking good over here too. Oh, it looks very interesting though. I think this will just be nice to have all of this extra space. Not super sure what I'll put over here. Definitely expand this farm out too one day. Just start planting a bunch of some of these trees over there. That cobblestone generator, that's actually so clutch. I wish something like this existed in just like vanilla Minecraft. Just to be able to get all the cobblestone that easily is just so nice. I think we're gonna do the seed roulette again. Pistachio? Ooh. And another fuse wood. Okay, I already have that, but that's okay. We'll plant the pistachio as well. I think that's a lot of progress. I think this is gonna be really nice just having everything consolidated now over here and with all the extra space. But definitely still got to do that skeleton spawner right there. And eventually I think I can get a chunk loader, and that'll be pretty helpful. That way I don't have to be there while that's running. I should definitely put a roof on this soon. Like 100% should put a roof on this. I think that's going to be it for this episode. It's probably going to be a little bit of a shorter video, but I don't really have anything else that I can think of to do right now that's not going to take another 20-30 minutes to do. So I think next episode we're going to go do some more exploring, and then we'll get back into Thaumcraft and get some of that stuff going. But for now, I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and share this with your friends. We're still almost at 5,000 subscribers, which is so crazy, and I'm just, you know, thank you to everyone that subscribed, and, you know, I couldn't do it without you guys. And so, I will see you in the next one. Peace.